Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another Star Wars The Black Series figure review, and today we have in front of us from Star Wars The Mandalorian, the Dead Watch Mandalorian, which has been out for a little while now, well, a couple of weeks or months, I don't know. I just got mine yesterday, or was it today in the morning? Maybe it was even today in the morning, and I'm very happy to finally have one of these guys. Maybe if I really find it nice, I get a second one. I don't know. The thing is, here you have your little bio kind of text, so we can read it together. An extremist clan that attempted to take over Mandalore during the Clone Wars, the Dead Watch Mandalorians are tenacious warriors embracing the ancient traditions of their people. Then you have the great artwork. I don't know who he goes next to. I guess number 20 and 22. He's 21. And all the things you know from these boxes. And yeah, let's just take him out of the box and see how good he actually is. And there you have the Dead Watch Mandalorian out of the packaging, looking great. I had to put him into hot water to fix some stuff. His viewfinder here, or whatever, pathfinder, viewfinder, the little antenna here was all bent from the box. It's made of a harder plastic, so I really had to put it into the boiling water and to really twist it a bit. But it's even not yet, I haven't managed yet to totally fix it, but it's much better than it was inside of the packaging. I must say I'm pleasantly surprised by this figure. I mean, it's as many other people, I thought it was gonna be like a copy of the original Mando mold, but it's not. I mean, I actually never opened the first Mandalorian costume on the Black Series version. I only opened the one from the vintage collection. In any case, I'm very happy with how this figure turned out. It's again, a pleasant surprise. And please, if you're watching this video so far, this far, please leave a like and subscribe. That really helps the channel, and I will really appreciate it. And it helps a lot, you know. I don't know, I wasn't like super excited about this figure, but now that I opened it, it's it's full of positive surprises, let's say. That's him, just the way he comes in the box. He comes wearing, or the backpack and the jetpack is on his back in the packaging. Good thing about this one, it's compatible with the Deluxe Boba Fett from Return of the Jedi effect parts. You just have to pop them in. And also, I needed to hit these parts well because of the thrusters here. They were a bit like frozen, but now they can move, and that's all that matters. I didn't notice that these two parts are not the same length. Anyway, that's something you can do with this guy. You can give him these thruster effects. You can see it has a peg and a couple of these ones that help it to be fixed in one position and not to be turning around in all directions. So that's one accessory. Again, he comes with this very cool looking gun in the kind of a very traditional Boba Fett style, you know. I mean, it's not the same, but it's like we kind of know it from Boba Fett, but this is a pre-Boba Fett, you know, or, you know. Anyway, he also comes with this blaster, which is the same that Bo-Katan and Koska Reeves come with, which is kind of the standard Mandalorian like pistol or blaster, but I just don't know the name. Again, please write it down in the comment section below if you know the exact name of this gun. There you have the insignia. I guess that's the insignia of the Death Watch, I guess. He has some markings here. I don't know if he's like a unique guy or if he's like if this is like an army builder, or if this is one single character and each one has a different marking there. I guess it would be like that, but I just don't know, so please spare me. Is this the same helmet, or kind of the one from the Mandalorian Loyalist? Maybe. I don't have them at hand, so I won't be able to compare those two this time. But I think this guy is a whole new sculpt. In any case, he definitely has at least some new sculpt on him. He's again very reminiscent of the Mando figure, but I think it's just you know, slightly different in almost every part. I mean, it's a new sculpt, that's what I want to say. At least mostly, I don't know. So the head, articulation, yeah. As you can see, he can look up quite some, yeah. It's great. He can look down all the way. He can tilt all the way to the sides. He has a lot of expression, which is great for this helmeted figure, for any figure, you know. Cool thing, I mean, you have the neck movement, and I mean the neck to the head and neck to the upper torso, and he has in both a lot of movement. That's great to have. You have the, well, the arms can go all the way around, similar to Wrecker or one of those Bad Batch figures I recently reviewed. This shoulder is again in a floating piece, which is great to have because you can do all this kind of stuff, but it kind of gets stuck halfway going like this. This way, as you can see, it clicked and all of that. So, but going all the other way around, you just don't want to hurt this flexible plastic, so be careful. You just be careful when you're moving it. But yeah, he can lift the arms more than 90 degrees, so he can do the, as I tend to say, the T-pose plus a little bit. He has a single jointed elbow in both arms that goes slightly over 90 degrees, just slightly. He has, you can turn the gauntlets here, which is cool. It's similar to the Jango Fett figure, and I think the Boba Fett as well, and I don't know which else, but it's cool to have this possibility. I mean, it's because of the flamethrower effects. I mean, the things all the tricks they normally Mandalorians have on their gauntlets. This arm, this hand can go in and out. It's similar to the Boba Fett hands from the Return of the Jedi, but it's a different sculpt because the Boba Fett doesn't have these plates like hand protection. I don't know. Anyway, but it's the same movement as Boba Fett. This one is horizontal and this one is a vertical swivel, and it suggests, I mean, just the way the hand looks is like that's the hand you use for the guns. Now you just give him, for example, this little gun, and he holds it nicely, but yeah, well, he really holds it nicely. So as you can see, he just but it's, I think these are a bit small for him. I mean, they came with Bo-Katan again and Koska Reeves, and for them they're like perfect in size, and for this guy, which is just larger, he's a male and whatever, seems to be just a bit small. I don't know. Now this gun, as you can see, of course, I don't know the name of this part, but it gets on the way, so he can barely hold it there, but he has the trigger finger and this thumb here, and so you can really place it there, and he holds it, but it's, yeah, just kind of barely. Cool thing is you can do this, and he really gets to, yeah, hold it with both hands, and that looks good. Now we were on the arms. Now he has nothing at the waist, but he has a nice diaphragm joint which can go backwards that far, forward just a little bit, but something. He has a nice tilt to the sides, and of course he can go, well, not of course, but he can go all the way around. The legs, the hips can lift that much, which is okay for these kind of characters which have like padded clothing and all of that. He can kick 90 degrees, which is good, or almost, or something like that. He has the thigh cut, which is kind of hidden, or kind of nicely hidden in this figure by the plate, the upper leg plates here, thigh plates. Anyway, he has this knee armor, which is similar to the Boba Fett one, but it's not the same, so it's cool to have a different sculpt. I don't know if he shares it with anybody or not, but as you can see, it's actually they're just like floating pieces mounted into the knees. They're not like fixed somewhere. The legs have, he has single jointed knees, and they go kind of just 90 degrees backwards, which is a bit of a shame, but well, it's the way it is. There you have, of course, some swivel for adjustment. Nothing at the boot, even if they seem to be a separate piece. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it's just painted. I think they're just painted. It's all this gray plastic. Anyway, the feet they have a decent tilt. They can go backwards this far, and they can go forward. They actually can't really. They're just a little bit. You have to swivel a bit just to go on top of the dents there, you know, the sculpt. Yeah, a really nice looking figure. Now the backpack, you just put the main peg in the main peg hole, and then you adjust, give it a squeeze, and there you have your Dead Watch Mandalorian. Now for size comparisons, there you have your Dead Watch Mandalorian next to Bo-Katan, Kryze, and Koska Reeves. I really like how those three look together. This could be, for as long as we don't get the Axe Wobbs or whatever he's called, that could be him, you know? I'm not the first one saying that. There you have the Dead Watch Mandalorian next to Paz Vizsla, or the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, and the Armorer. Maybe you can notice both these figures. I gave them a heavy wash, and I almost kind of practiced with them, so that's why they look kind of darker than maybe your copies, you know. And lastly, but of course not leastly, there you have him next to Boba Fett and Din Djarin themselves. Yeah, looking great. The original Mandalorian character will know. The new, strong new contender, or kind of whatever. I love how this looks like. Let's bring some of the folk here. Now we're talking. Let's bring also the Armorer. She'll just be in the background, and Paz Vizsla somehow. Poof. Anyway, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. I hope you did, and that it was entertaining and useful. If you're deciding to get this guy, I think you should. If you like all the Mandalorian armored characters, get it. And yeah, more content is on its way, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.